Attention, America! A wave of extreme weather is about to sweep across the country, from the Ohio Valley stretching all the way to the Gulf Coast. And this isn't a one-day event. Over the next several days, millions of Americans could face damaging winds, large hail, isolated tornadoes, and even winter storm conditions in the northern states. If you live in any of the threatened areas, now is the time to prepare, stay alert, and make sure your emergency plans are ready. Good evening. I'm here to guide you through every twist and turn of this rapidly evolving weather pattern. Tonight, the situation is serious. Starting with today, nearly 69 million people across the country are at risk of severe storms. Cities like Detroit, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York are under a slight risk, while areas further south, including Nashville, Memphis, Little Rock, Shreveport, and Jackson, could experience damaging winds of 60 to 65 miles per hour. Isolated tornadoes are possible, particularly near Lake Erie, extending from northern Ohio to New York, with the highest risk window between 2 RPM and 9 RPM. These aren't just statistics, these are real threats to homes, businesses, and families. Earlier this morning, a strong line of storms passed through Dallas-Fort Worth, moving southeast toward Waco and Shreveport. Most of the activity brought high winds and heavy rain, though the possibility of an isolated tornado exists. By mid-afternoon, these storms are expected to move through the Mississippi Valley and western Mississippi, creating dramatic cloud formations and significant weather hazards. By evening, the line will weaken as it moves into Alabama, southern Mississippi, and Louisiana, but the threat is far from over. Meanwhile, on the East Coast, widespread storms continue from Michigan down through the mid-Atlantic and into parts of Texas. Wind gusts between 40 and 65 miles per hour are expected in Columbus, Nashville, and surrounding areas. Even where severe cells haven't yet formed, meteorologists are monitoring conditions closely because storm development can happen quickly in this volatile environment. The key takeaway for viewers tonight: stay alert. Have multiple ways to receive weather updates and be prepared to act immediately if alerts are issued. Tonight, power outages remain a concern, especially in areas with ongoing ice accumulation in the Midwest. Recent ice storms left thousands without electricity in central Wisconsin. An additional ice today could complicate recovery efforts. For families in these areas, it's critical to check generators, have flashlights ready, and limit travel to essential trips only. Roads may become slick and dangerous as temperatures hover near freezing, particularly during nighttime hours when black ice can form without warning. Looking at Saturday, the severe weather risk will decrease slightly, though a marginal threat remains across the East Coast. Isolated hail and strong wind gusts will still be a concern. Tornadoes are unlikely but not impossible, particularly in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Even with a reduced threat, residents should remain vigilant, especially in areas prone to sudden storm intensification. As we move into Sunday, conditions continue to improve slowly. The main storm systems will begin shifting offshore, leading to calmer weather across much of the country. Some isolated showers and thunderstorms will remain along the East Coast, but the severe threat will be minimal. This brief respite will give many areas a chance to recover from recent storm impacts, including downed trees, flooding, and damaged property. Looking ahead to next week, the pattern shifts once again, indicating a return of active storm conditions midweek. Between April 9th and 14th, multiple storm systems are forecasted to move across the Rockies and Central Plains, bringing renewed risk of hail, damaging winds, and even isolated tornadoes. Air moving south from Canada will temporarily stabilize parts of the Midwest and Northeast early in the week, but the overall outlook suggests that severe weather will remain a major concern for millions of Americans well into mid-April. Let's break this down by region. In the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes, scattered storms today may produce hail the size of golf balls and localized flooding. Isolated tornadoes remain possible, though they will likely be brief. Residents in northern Ohio, western Pennsylvania, and New York should plan to stay indoors during the late afternoon and early evening hours. Emergency kits should be ready, including water, non-perishable food, flashlights, and battery-powered radios. These are simple steps that can make a difference when seconds count. In the southern plains, storms will be accompanied by high winds capable of downing trees and power lines. Communities in Nashville, Memphis, and surrounding areas should monitor local alerts closely. Wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour can flip unsecured objects, damage roofs, and create dangerous travel conditions. Travelers in this region should anticipate delays, and anyone planning outdoor activities should have a backup plan in place. Across the Mississippi Valley, heavy rainfall combined with strong winds could lead to flash flooding in low-lying areas. Urban areas with poor drainage may experience temporary road closures. Local officials are advising residents to avoid flooded roadways and keep children and pets indoors during peak storm activity. Emergency management teams are on high alert, coordinating with power companies and first responders to respond quickly to outages or damage. As we continue east, the East Coast faces its own set of challenges. From Michigan down through New York, Pennsylvania, and into Virginia, scattered storms will produce strong wind gusts, hail, and lightning strikes. Even without tornadic activity, these storms are dangerous and should not be underestimated. Residents should secure outdoor furniture, avoid unnecessary travel during peak storm hours, and ensure that cell phones and emergency communication devices are fully charged. For the Midwest, the ice storm potential adds a unique hazard. Temperatures in the upper Midwest and northern plains will hover near freezing, allowing ice to accumulate on roads, power lines, and trees. Central Wisconsin remains the most vulnerable, with continued power outages and dangerous driving conditions. Ice accumulation can also exacerbate flood risk as melting begins later this weekend. Residents are advised to exercise extreme caution when traveling and to check in on neighbors, particularly the elderly or those living alone. Heading into next week, the weather pattern remains dynamic. Tuesday should bring a brief respite with clear skies and moderate temperatures across much of the country. This will be the perfect opportunity to prepare for midweek storms, including checking storm kits, reviewing evacuation plans, and ensuring pets and livestock are safe. By Wednesday, another system may bring snow to the upper Midwest and isolated hail to Iowa, Illinois, and surrounding areas. Thursday opens another window of severe weather for the Central Plains, including damaging winds, hail, and low tornado risk. Residents in the Southern Plains should watch for heavy rainfall on Friday, followed by renewed storm activity through the weekend and early next week. Temperature fluctuations will continue across the country, particularly in the Midwest and Northeast, as cold air pushes south this weekend and warmer air returns midweek. These swings can impact travel, agriculture, and energy use, so staying informed about daily forecasts is essential. Overall, the next 7 to 10 days will feature dynamic but manageable conditions. No extreme heat, no record-breaking cold, but plenty of variability that demands attention and preparation. Your safety is our top priority. Multiple ways to receive alerts are recommended, including weather apps, NOAA radios, and local emergency channels. Make sure your family knows your plan and that you have sufficient supplies on hand. Subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and stay connected with live updates. In rapidly developing situations like these, every second counts and being informed can save lives. The severe weather season is in full swing and it's critical to remain vigilant. From high winds to hail, tornadoes, winter storms, and ice, conditions can change in minutes. You deserve accurate, timely information presented clearly and professionally. Stay safe, stay prepared, and stay with us for continuous updates as the situation evolves. This is more than just a forecast. It's your guide to protecting yourself, your loved ones, and your community from the unpredictable power of nature. Travelers should anticipate delays and hazards on roads, and those in rural areas should monitor for downed trees and utility lines. Schools and businesses in affected areas may alter schedules, so check local updates before heading out. Families should review emergency plans, ensuring everyone knows where to take shelter during tornado warnings or severe thunderstorms. Keep an emergency kit ready, including essentials like water, non-perishable food, first aid supplies, flashlights, batteries, and a battery-powered radio. This simple preparation can make a life-saving difference. While some regions will enjoy brief calm periods, storms will continue to develop rapidly, particularly in the South and Midwest. Lightning strikes remain a significant hazard, and anyone caught outdoors should seek shelter immediately. Boaters and fishermen should stay off the water during peak storm hours. Hikers, campers, and anyone in exposed locations should have a reliable method to receive alerts and plan an escape route in case conditions worsen. Communities are coordinating with emergency services, power companies, and public works departments to respond quickly to damage and outages. Residents are advised to follow guidance from local officials and report hazards promptly. Remember, preparation is the key to safety, and knowledge is your best defense against the unpredictability of severe weather. The next several days will be active nationwide. From the Ohio Valley to the Gulf Coast, from the upper Midwest to the Central Plains, severe storms, ice, and hail are possible. Planning, preparation, and vigilance are essential for every family, every community, and every traveler. Subscribe, stay connected, and keep emergency communication devices ready. Live updates will be provided as new information becomes available, ensuring you have the most accurate, timely weather information. Severe weather is a reminder of how quickly conditions can change, and the coming days will demand our full attention. From dangerous winds to ice storms, heavy rainfall, and hail, the risks are real, but with preparation, awareness, and access to timely information, you can protect your loved ones and property. Stay informed, stay alert, and remain safe as we track these unfolding storms across the nation.